First of all, congratulations on a blockbuster action-packed film. How does it feel to finally have this movie in theaters?
Well, it feels great. I think it always is like, as a kid, I always envisioned myself and being able to work amongst like great actors and actresses and seeing myself on a big screen. And it's just a dream as a kid, but actually to be able to fulfill it and see it is kind of overwhelming.
You know, it seemed like just yesterday, man, we were watching this 16-year-old kid from Virginia who could sing, he could dance, and now, a couple years later, you know, you got the title of executive producer. How does it feel to, take on that title, and what were some of the challenges to producing?
I think the challenges was knowing what it was, what the title entailed. Me being 19 at the time, I just was so like energetic, and I'm still energetic, but I just was so like enthusiastic about just being on set with these guys and like, oh, I wonder what they're like in person. Like, I'm still a fan, so it was like more exciting than anything. So being able to have other executive producers on the film and going over certain things and just being able to tweak, and all of us being able to be so free and flexible with the script as well as the action and the dialogue was great. The director was so adamant about us having a great time and being ourselves.
Right. You know, you were one of the more experienced actors on the set. Did you ever have the opportunity to teach any of your castmates, or did you ever like sit back and kind of were just amazed at how talented any of them were in particular?
I think if anything, it was about teaching by example. I mean, if anybody asked me a question, I'd be there, no doubt. But for the most part, like, especially in my stuff with Chris, he's like a sponge. So he just kind of like mirrors what you do and just kind of like, learns as he goes along.
You know, it seems like, well, hold on a second. Hollywood is often, more business than it is glamour. How do you balance that, and how do you understand the business side of Hollywood?
Well, I think the one thing you cannot do is definitely fall in love with business. You have to fall in love with the passion of what you bring to the business as far as your talent. You have to be in love with that. You have to be in love with being an actor or being a musician or whatever. You have to love the craft first. The business is just something you have to kind of rely on to keep it up. So I feel like being an artist, the business side, being able to continuously try to make hot records and make records that appeal to so many different audiences and cultures and everything. It goes the same way with the movies. You have to kind of depict that character and be able to evoke emotion from whoever it may be, from the littlest kid in the audience to the oldest person in the audience.
Yeah, and if you're not passionate about it, you're not gonna make any business out of it. So you have to be passionate about it, because the business side will eat you up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?